Hey everyone, and welcome back. When you picture a lion, you probably imagine the king of the Serengeti, right? But what if I told you the lions we see today are practically kittens compared to their ancient cousin? And what if that giant cousin wasn't even a real lion at all? Today we're digging into the story of one of the most incredible predators to ever walk the earth, Panthera atrox, the American lion. This beast wasn't just big, it was the largest feline to have ever lived. So stick around, because this cat's story has some serious twists. The journey to understand the American lion began way back in the 1800s, when parts of its skull were found in Mississippi. At first, scientists figured it was some kind of feline and placed it in the genus Felis, the same group as your house cat. Obviously, that didn't stick for long. As more fossils turned up, they realized it was a giant cat, much closer to today's big cats. So they moved it to the genus Panthera alongside tigers, jaguars, and of course lions. In fact, it looks so much like a modern lion that for decades it was considered a subspecies, officially named Panthera leo atrox. This is how it got its famous nickname, the American lion. But here's the first big twist. Turns out, the American lion wasn't a lion. Modern research revealed it was a distinct species. Compared to an African lion, it had a stockier build, proportionally longer legs for more power, and males probably lacked that iconic bushy mane. So it got its own official name, Panthera atrox, which means the cruel panther, a pretty fitting title for a predator of this magnitude. And just how big are we talking? Well, hold on to your seats. On average, an adult American lion was about 25% larger than a modern African lion. But the biggest males were in a league of their own, weighing anywhere from 770 to a staggering 930 pounds. For a long time, paleontologists thought the title of biggest cat ever belonged to its rival, the saber-toothed cat Smilodon, which could top out at over 1,000 pounds. It seemed like the American lion was the runner-up until 2012. That year, newly discovered fossils blew every other cat out of the water. These new specimens revealed that the absolute largest American lions could reach an unbelievable 1,153 pounds, or 523 kilograms. That's heavier than an adult polar bear and weighs as much as 8 adult humans combined. With that discovery, Panthera atrox officially claimed its crown as the largest feline of all time. You'd think a cat this massive would be slow and clumsy, but you'd be wrong. Thanks to its robust bones and long legs, it was surprisingly fast, hitting speeds over 30 miles per hour. But it wasn't a marathon runner. Like most big cats, it was an ambush hunter, using stealth to get close before unleashing hell. And its weapons were terrifying. It had vicious, retractable claws and a bite that was off the charts. Its powerful, thickly built skull allowed it to slam its 4-inch-long canines into prey with the force of 1,800 pounds per square inch. That's nearly 3 times the bite force of a modern lion and 6 times stronger than a Smilodon, whose long sabers actually made for a weaker bite. We have proof of this power too. One fossil of a grey wolf was found with its femur completely snapped in half by an American lion's bite. A brutal snapshot of this cat's incredible strength. But the American lion wasn't just a brute, it was also incredibly smart. Its large brain case suggests high intelligence, and we can see clues of this in the fossil record. During the Ice Age, natural tar pits like the famous La Brea tar pits were deadly traps for herbivores. These struggling animals would then lure in predators. Fossils show that competitors, like direwolves and Smilodon, were found in huge numbers in these pits, meaning they fell for the trap over and over again. But the American lion? It's rarely found. This suggests it was intelligent enough to recognize the danger and avoid it, letting its less cautious rivals become fossilized. This smart, powerful hunter thrived across North America, from Canada down to Mexico, preferring open plains and savannas. It preyed on horses, camels, and especially steppe bison. But the biggest question remains, could it hunt a full-grown mammoth? That likely depends on whether it hunted alone or in prides. We don't have a final answer, but if they did hunt together, a pride of 1,000-pound cats could have definitely taken on a mammoth. Even if they were solitary, they were experts at picking off young mammoths that strayed too far from the herd. For hundreds of thousands of years, this megacat reigned supreme. But its time came to an end around 12,000 years ago during the massive extinction events that wiped out most of the world's megafauna, likely due to a combination of rapid climate change and the arrival of human hunters. So there you have it, the American lion. Not just a bigger version of a lion, but a unique, intelligent and powerful species that truly earned its title as the king of all cats. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Ice Age, please smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you in the next one.